Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Wait.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins at 13-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's Gallup on the slant. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Ready.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 39, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Dumps it off to Fournette. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Again, he coughed it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Down. Real green. Green jack. Red, cycle. Long red.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
On the double.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Flag 2. Black, red. Yellow.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. Swing, but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go red.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. In motion goes the tight end. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Lazard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that... interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidi, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Hey, screen! Ready?
Fournette, a first down carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Final minute now of the third quarter. Tua now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Okay, ready?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here we go, set. Hey,
now they'll empty out the backfield.
Yellow, go. Okay.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
60.
Here's Huntley. He'll get this to Lazard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the stick.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
19, 5 years.
Huntley to throw. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On the counter, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
To throw, Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Huntley. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time. And the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Slot man moves right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. In motion, the tight end. They run it with Hall off the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down, Huntley. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here we go, check. Seven Pirates. Drop 50. Hey, check that. Streak.
Here's Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. This is Anderson, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tua to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Right. Yellow.
Tua. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Tua. He's got a man complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
Here's Hall again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ryan! Left! 19 right!
Hall want to give up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Ready. Check contact. Check contact.
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready, set. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Huntley. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So third down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
19. Check pass. Check pass. Go check. Go check. Hey.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
79 Broncos. 50 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats. 3. Corey, 70.
Huntley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people to football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go again with Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my boss, the I got options. I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my class and go need a